Hello again. This is your girl LP, and this is Heal Thyself LP. And today we'll be continuing from my video Pain We Bear about the situation with my father. I'm working on it. I'm working hard at it, although I'm not a caregiver, to see how sad it is. Someone you have trust in as a hospital, the person who take care of ill people, giving back to me rather than I send him there. He just had a back pain, and now he come back with a pressure injury, what they call bed sore. I've been researching this bed sore, and it's a terrible thing. I took care of my mother, but she never got bed sore. She went up there and she never got bed sore. But my father, he had bed sore. And that's telling you that, oh, I'm better than this. I'm better at this than the people who say they are good at this. I don't have faith in doctors for reasons I really don't want to get into. But they even make it worse. And where we from, suing hospital and these things is taking time and find a good lawyer and money and all this drama. How can a hospital, I say, how can a hospital do that to someone? Them know about these things. I do not know. He was with me and he was lying on the bed and he never had bed sore or pressure injury. Never. My mother never had it when she was with me. And a big place like a hospital. And now I am the one who is responsible for this man's pain. Eh? Hospitals are not supposed to do that. Hospitals are not meant to do this thing to people. They'll let me lose faith in... Oh, Lord. I just can't understand. And here I am wrestling with this man, trying to make it better. It looked like he going somewhere, then he ain't look like he going somewhere. I am alone. I have to vent. My mother was the one who I used to vent to. May her also rest in peace. I vent to her all the time. And she sit down and listen to me because I needed someone to vent. You see, people, when you have stress and these things, you need to vent. Venting is getting it out. Don't keep it there. Because when you don't vent, another problem will arrive and it will add to that. Another problem will arrive and add to that. And you did not get rid of the first one in the first place. This is what I call venting. This is why people have mental breakdown and all these things. We don't understand. We need to vent. We need to get it out. Even if with the person who bring on the stress. On the video, the pain we bear. I vented on that video. It made me feel better. I vent until I feel better. And now I'm still wrestling with the same problem that the hospital gave me. Same thing. I'm researching on this thing and it's a phenomenon to me. I heard about bed sore before, but it's my first official witnessing this phenomenon. Because when he was with me, he was on the bed for a while and he never get bed sore. I clean him, I take care of him. And now I have to wrestle with this bed sore. I have to become a healer. I'm trying everything not to let it get infected. I am trying everything in my power to make this thing go away. It's hard to see your father lie down there and going under this pressure. From a place where you're supposed to go heal, you get worse. Now, if I get sick, I will. The thing is, dying is not, I always say, dying is not a problem to me, It's suffering is a problem to me. And to see human being under suffering, I can't handle it. I watch my father and he's not feeling nothing. But I have to deal with that, clean it every day to make sure it don't turn into something worse than it is. I'm not equipped, but I'm researching and doing my thing. You see, I always taking on things. I don't know if it's in my nature to do this. I believe it's in my nature to take on things what I believe I'm responsible for it. And if it drags me down to the law, is then I will let go. Let go. But he's my father. What can I do? A hospital is meant for sick people, to take care of them, not to get them worse. And it's the strange thing about it, the man had a bed sore and they plaster it down for me not to see it. It's when I go home to see it. So what they're trying to tell me, that let me take care of that. Them done their work. Eh? And this is why I lose faith in man. And it's like compassion, as I say, compassion going out the door. People who you turn for health care, providing, not doing the work. Where I'm from, beggar mind, as you could hear the pan in the background. Where I'm from is a peaceful place. I could hear birds chirping. I have a lot of fowls in my yard. I have even cats. Everybody come in for me to take care of them. Even the cats I have kittens. I have to take care of the cat for them to take care of the kitten. It's like my whole life all of a sudden, I have to take care of everything. Cats, fowls, my father. Oh gosh. And the joke about it, I offload one worries and end up in more. I keep constantly giving my all. I always tell myself there's a reward behind this. All is taken care of. You have to have a reward. You have to. After I do this video, I have to go and check. I was calling the old man to see how he's doing and see what I could do for him. I could only do my best. I try my best to get rid of this thing. And I'm working hard on it. I'm not giving up at all. Because I know if I give him back to the hospital or send him back to the hospital, they will just let him lie down in the same position and he might get a big gaping hole in the back of him. He's better here. Because I thought he was better up there. Because I was taking good care of him. Only the pain he was screaming for. I sent him up to the hospital. And I get a surprise when he comes back. And it's not that how I want. I know for a fact if I send him up back there, they will get him on the same spot and they won't treat it how I'm treating it and trying my best with it. I always seem to give my best and sometimes I give out the worst. Giving you all. And the only way I could get rid of all this stress is to vent. Vent all the time, just vent. And I will not tell people in this world who are good, who does good things, never give up. Don't let anybody let you give up. Keep striving, keep doing what you have to do. Because this world needs good people, seriously. Because the people who you think is good are not good. You have to take a long while to look into the eyes of them. I cannot understand why human being has reached this volume of no regard. You're in a work, you're supposed to love the work you're in this work and you're just doing it for the pay. How can you do a old man this? And then you send him back to people who don't. I wouldn't even let a caretaker undergo this stress. Because my father is a difficult man to deal with. And I know how to deal with difficult. I will let a stranger rough him up. I try my best. I do little research and see what is best for this. Try things and see which one will help. And he's on this bed and always telling me it's time for him to go. But I always tell him it's not his decision time to go, is when. He may be on that bed for years. And he can't go anyway. And die. But he wants to die because he's fed up. I will not give up on this man because he's my father. Me and he wasn't on no great terms. We always have loggerhead. I'm a strong-headed person and he's a strong-headed person. Opinions clash all the time. But I will not sit and watch my father go down that road. I will work on him. Something have to give. I believe something will come out from nowhere and help me with this situation. I have to hope. And in the meanwhile, I would not wait for the hero to come. I would try my best to do what I could. People will say they love somebody and they love somebody, but love is in the action. I love my two parents, but they are not perfect. There's no such thing as a perfect. They didn't have a manual when they have their children, how to treat them, how to deal with them. We do not have manuals. If it would have been so easy to have manual for everything, manual on who the person you're supposed to pick and would agree with your soul, and you would have a happy life with them. It would be so nice to have a manual on how to treat your children and they will not grow up, because this is the problem. A lot of people have children, and they don't know the first thing about rearing children, and when they rear the children in a certain way, the children them go there and headache everybody else, because we do not have manual for nothing. It would be so great we have a manual for life. Everything will be solved like that, because we have a manual. We read the manual, how to go about love, how to treat others, and the manual is supposed to be specific, and it will lead to happiness. But we don't have a manual to nothing. And here I am feeling in the dark, trying to help my father out of this situation, because I love to help my family. If I could help the world, I could help the world. And this is what I'm trying to do. Stress and strain and how to deal with situation. And the best way to deal with situation is vent. Don't be angry. Don't be vexed with yourself that you're being angry. Let it out. Don't keep it there for another day. Let it out. And that video I did, I was letting out, venting about what I'm seeing and where are we going as human beings. We're supposed to meet a different level than this. And we're stuck in the same level. We're not ascending at all. We're going down when we're supposed to ascend. I every day try to be the best human being I could. And still I'm getting cried on for it. I will try my best, and there will be somebody in the corner trying to say, was she trying to play and all these things, because I try to ascend myself because that is what we're supposed to do, improve on ourselves as human beings. We will not be perfect, but improving on yourself as a human being is not bad. See the mistakes you are making and correct it. Find solutions to things. We always plaster over everything like they did with my father and his injury, pressure injury, his bed sore. They plaster it over. It wouldn't go away because I have to deal with it. Everything in this life, you have to face it head on, or you have no chance. When you're angry, vent. If you have something, a punching bag, you punch it and vent. I go so far, I have a yard. I've been neglecting my yard for a while. I go in my yard and pull weeds. I put the gloves on and pull weeds. I decide to make them a project. When I deal with my father, go out and pull weed, vent, as I'm venting on my video here. That's what everybody says. That is good mental health. That is why more people are losing their mind, because they don't vent. They keep it in, all the problems they have, and then more problems come and reach that problem, and then another, and it just stacks up until it explodes. Pressure burst pipe. You understand? This life is hard. And some of us have it harder. And the ones who have it easy, they're complaining. I'm grateful to my father, all of me and he, we do, as old people say, kukudo soak. But I know my father don't have the manual to how to deal with his children like everybody else. They're just feeling in the dark, saying what is best to raise their children. It may not be the best. It may cause psychological problems. My father behavior could have caused psychological problems, but thank God, I think about things and analyze things all the time, that I cannot blame my father for anything. Can you hear the Caribbean vibes? I'm living right next to a patent. I once was in the band, the rhythm section. That's me, rhythm. I was the only woman in the rhythm section. But let's don't get off track. We have to treat other people better. We need to be as human beings, because this planet, one day we will just get extinct. And the same planet where we said destroy is not the planet will be destroyed, it's us as human beings. And the next generation, I do not have to worry about the next generation because I have no children. I don't have to be worried about somebody abusing them or anything like that because I have no children. I help with 2 children. My nephew, I couldn't help my nephew because I had to send him back to his mother after 17 years. Because what I instill in him is not what he have in him. He has his mother in him. I tried my best. I speak to that child all how I speak to that boy. I say, boy, this road you're going. And after a while, I had to leave him, let him go on his road. And he choose his choice. And this choice may be hurtful for him. Because someone rang me and told me something sad about the same thing I spoke to him about. And my heart thinks, although he's not his mother, I care so much about his child. But as you say, a person may raise a child up in a good way, but the child have to mix with the environment, and the child may not fit in. People may pressure this child because a lot of peer pressure from other children. Even if you grow your child in a good way, with a healthy mentors, there's other people there might overturn this if the child is weak. And this is what I can't understand about this earth, the people of this earth. I say kudos to all the people who have good in them, despite all kind of thing happen to them, they still have this goodness in them. I am one. They bad talk me, they say all kind of thing about me, and it still unfazed me. I still been doing this good. And I told myself my father will be the last. And I know I'm lying to myself. Because it's in me there, it's just in there. Wouldn't get out at all. Being good. It's like a habit. But the end result, when you do good, you feel good. That you did something great. That you accomplished something great. You cannot live this life and then accomplish nothing. People think money, accomplishing this is a goal and thing. Probably it makes you feel good. But trust me, when you do good too, it makes you feel like you're a superhero, like Superman or one of these things. It hypes you up and makes you want to do good again. I can't understand why the world don't have much good people. Or it have much good people and I never bounce upon them. I'm lost in faith. Even in a relationship, it's hard. Because I watched a video today and they was talking about women setting their goals high for men. Goals. They want a man with 6 figures and all this drama. Because them have a good work and what they really looking for. The only thing a person's supposed to look for on this planet is happiness. Peace of mind. Comfortable. For me, money, even if a man have money or he don't have money, once this man make me feel comfortable and happy with me and he don't have no complaints, bring him on. He's good inside. Where all is gone? All the studying is people and the money. You don't know how these people go through to reach where they go through or what they do. And I am straying from the topic because I'm venting. Thank God I learned early venting is good. Because when I was young, I pile up, and I'm not just talking what I don't know, It's what happened to me. I was young, and responsibility, till now, responsibility came on me early, around 12. I had to step in to help my mother because she was suffering with mental illness. I studied mental illness through my mother. I learned from my mother, because that is what parents are there for, to learn from them. And the mistake they make, you learn from their mistakes, so you could be a better human being. And I watched and observed my mother going through her mental illness, and it kicked in, because from early age I want to help, and I end up helping, and I become a victim of enslaving myself and bottling up things inside. It's one day, the same father who's going through his thing, I decide to wake up the courage and talk to him about how I feel, and I cried, and I feel much better. And from that I learned, never let worries pile up on each other. When I told this man how I was feeling and how he was making me feel, it's like a weight being lifted from my soul, and I learned right there and then, venting is a good thing, and I cried. I told him how I felt, and from that day, when this man get me upset, I will vent. And he think I'm against him, He think I'm against him. He think I don't love him and all this drama. But if you hurt me, I must tell you something. And that is what people have to learn to do. Instead of building up this and hating people and all kind of mental problems coming down, you need to get it out. My mother wasn't good at talking. She wasn't good at it at all. So she suffered with mental illness, and she didn't know how to when a situation arrived, to talk about it. And that made her mental illness more terrible than it is. Anybody who's going through any mental business need to vent, need to talk about it. I am talking about what is going on with me, and this is my platform to talk about it. We as humans need to have humanity to each other. I have 2 kittens and 3 mothers. Some of the kittens them die, and if you see how this cat operate, they lose their kitten and they're helping them, the sister, the grandmother helping, because she's who made it too. And the other, if human being was like this, there was no boundary for us. But we keep descending. We're supposed to be going up, we're going down. As human beings, we get more animalistic behavior than the animals. Because these people just call animals like these beasts or monsters. But they aren't. They're more caring than us. Some of us throw our offspring God knows where. My nephew came here when he was a little baby. I grew him up till he was 17, become a man. And I leave him to go ahead to be a man because he wasn't listening to me. He forgot everything that I taught him and become that way. So I had no choice but to give him back to his mother. I love him still. I love him, but I don't want to see him go down a road that I will cry. I just show you, I get so involved in this child. I know when he's up to mischief. I know when he's hurting, all kind of thing going on. And that's it, me, always getting close to people and getting myself emotionally involved. And I cannot help myself. I try my best to help people, and they spin wrong and do something that I say, wow. But it doesn't stop me. My father tell me I'm too nice. I am nice, but I'm strong enough to deal with what comes behind the nice. Being a nice person is not easy, because there's other people to criticize your niceness and say you're not normal, and they make you feel like you're some kind of creature that they never see. Being a good person is not bad, but they make it look like bad. For me, if human, what people had to say about me, I would have become different than I am now. I probably would have been selfish, because people don't understand me. They don't understand, because people are about themselves now. This is how their life is. But there's still good people in the world. I know there's still good people here, but we are not in the minority. We are not in the minority. There are few of us. Doing good is not bad. People are always afraid of when you do something good that you will regret it. That means you're not good. You're just trying to be good. There's a responsibility what comes with being a good person. You have to know to stand up for yourself when they overdo it or they're trying to drag you down. Being good don't mean you're stupid. Being good, that don't mean you're not strong. You have to have all these qualifications in order to be a good person. And it does end up like you the bad guy in the whole situation because you're strong, and a good person is not supposed to be strong. A good person is somebody you walk all over and tell them bye-bye or I ain't sorry for you, where you're trying to play. It will make a good person feel that they shouldn't be good. But I am telling and all these people who are out there who's good, keep it up. Because the world needs good people. Because if everybody on the planet will be bad, what we will be? We'll be eating each other and all kind of madness. The world needs more good people. So people do something good now. When you see somebody, help them out now. If you could help. I'm trying my best for my father. To tell you the truth, I'm not even angry with the hospital anymore. Because I was the one who sent him there, although I saw him in pain, and I sent him there to be in the slaughterhouse. I sent him there because I couldn't see him in pain. So I am partly to blame. But thank you for listening. I hope you understand. Don't be offended by anything I say because I'm venting. And people try to make the world a little better place now. Because right now people are all about themselves, who want to have a good man. How can you have a good man when you're not good? And they want to have all kind of things. I, LP on this channel, wants to be happy. I, LP, want to have rest of my life a good life. And I will will this on me until I'm not studying money or anything. I want a good life. I want to be happy. And I know material thing will not make me happy. Because even if you have a little money in the bank, it still doesn't make you happy. Because you have to deal with the life you live in and the situation you're living in. So, I have vented and I feel good and I will continue to vent. Don't dig a horrors. I am not against you people. I'm just venting. And that's what this video is all about. Venting. Getting it off your chest. Don't keep it there. It's not good for you mentally. It's not good for you physically. It's not good. Anytime you're under stress, the only way you could get rid of your stress is to vent. What you like to do, go and do it. Talk about it. Get it out. Don't keep it there because some other thing will come along and reach it right there. And then you will get more stress and more stress and more stress because you keep piling on and you're not letting out. Some people are not good at saying how they feel. They don't know how to get it out, but get it out no matter what. Because sometimes it leads to somebody picking up a gun and go and kill people because they're not venting. They're getting revenge. So people, start venting. Talk to somebody. Even if you don't like the person, talk to them. Tell them how you feel. Or like me, go in my yard and pull weeds. But I am glad where I live. You could leave a door open any time of the day. Nobody comes and bother you. I am living in paradise. I am right next to the beach, although I don't go down to the beach. I had so much beach in my life. I run away, I get licks and all kind of things with that beach. But people vent. Get it out. Don't keep it there. It causes a lot of damage to your health and to your wealth. So vent. So this is Heal Thyself. This is your girl LP. Peace out.